Hello everybody, and get some booms in the chat for this guide and tutorial for the golden shot. Difficulty level is hard, and I'm going to give you 9 shots in how to play this one in the best way possible. It's very important to have in mind that this time around is going to be very tough. And we're going to do, of course, our very best with the free shot that we're having to get one of the chests. In the hard golden shot hard, then we can win berserker balls, and the berserker balls is very good tournament balls to use, especially when we do have some tailwind and can drive very far. Before we start, do not forget that you can subscribe to the channel, be a sub. Also check out patreon.com/golf-tommy. Link is in the description down below. There you will be able to find packages where you can sign up for training session, get the text guides. Also, every month we do have a giveaway for Patreons only. So this month giveaway is going to be on Thursday, January 31st, and where we're going to give away a gift card that is worth 20,000 gems in the Golf Clash shop. So, as you can see here, down below, you can see the tailwind and headwind adjustment. You can see with tailwind going to play with medium adjustment, with a 20% over adjustment, which is downhill numbers, and that is 1.92 per ring. And then in that 1.92, the over adjustment is included, like the 20%. In headwind and crosswind, we're going to play maximum distance with a 20% over adjustment, which is going to be 1.72 per ring. I'm going to take you through that during the guide as well, to give you a better understanding on how I'm actually thinking there. So first we're going to take a look at the landing position. I'm going to take away that picture there. You can see here on the landing position that we're going to play the rough bump, and we're going to play the rough bump with every type of wind. Why is that, you may ask? It's because we're going to be in between clubs with basically any type of way that we do have wind except for headwind. The problem in headwind is that we can still play on the right side on that fairway, but we will not be able to have enough backspin to get that ball in the hole. Then we're going to have to be okay with getting one of the outer chest, or as best the red chest, which is not a good way to start when going in there. So we're going to play rough bump with any type of wind. You can see the landing position here, that if you can, or will zoom in, you can see that we're having those 2 dots here on the screen. You can see they're on the rocks. We do have like a snow on it, but also there in the middle you can see there is no snow on one specific spot. Try to replicate this landing position, as we do have at the same time, we do have the blue ring just on top of the fringe there on top, and we do have just by the other rock on down to the right, with the yellow ring of course just a little bit on top and a little bit on bottom there when you do adjust. So try to replicate that as good as possible, because that's the landing position I'm going to use with every type of shot. So now I think it's time I'm going to start directly, and as normal I take you through my adjustment, and then we're going to summarize it in the end. Tailwind 6.8, and now we're going to play it in medium numbers. And the reason we're going to play with medium numbers is that we're dropping down from a higher point to a lower point, which means that we're going to, in that case, lose distance. Here you can see I'm using 1 bar of topspin. And 1 bar of topspin here, it's kind of, it feels good, but in the end we do need to go more. So you can see here now, we adjust from a higher point, we're dropping down to a lower point, and we're going to lose distance. Therefore, we're only adjusting for medium distance of our club. So we bounce nicely in the rough. You can see here we're just 1 bar of topspin coming in a little bit short. So that we need to tweak. But in the end, we do hit the rough, and again, the adjustment is crucial to do right. So I say it again, the reason we do medium adjustment with a 20% over adjustment is because we drop down to a lower point. Now it's different here. So now we do, first and foremost, we're going to add and going to play with 2.5 bar topspin. We're going to look for the landing position here. Again, the same type of landing position. And then we're going to adjust it for maximum numbers with a 20% over adjustment. So 1.72 per ring. And you can see here now, that is because we go from a lower point to a higher point, and therefore we're going to have to adjust more, and that is why we're going to play it maximum distance of our club and 20% over adjustment. No curl, no side spin, hit it perfect, and then we're going to take the rough bump here again. We bounce, roll! We get into the red ring, very nice, 2.5 bar topspin there, could have gone with 3, and again I'm going to come to that with the spin adjustment in the end. I'm going to just take you through here, the adjustment here. So we do have 9 holes, and it's going to be with various type of wind. Now we do have right to left wind here. Right to left, I believe it's going to be the tougher of the one, or because it's in the end it's there in between. I played 2.5 bar topspin here, looking for the same landing position. I can see here that I'm going as well with almost 1 bar of, I go with 1 bar of side spin to the right. You see how this ball is going to react when we do hit that spot. 5.3, you can see here again, we're going to drop down with our target to a lower position, which in that case going to mean that we're going to play it with medium distance of our club with a 20% over adjustment. Hit it perfect, and you can see here now we do hit the rough though, but the problem is that the side spin there, we should be taking away that side spin. I should be just trusting the instinct of the ball. It's going to bounce naturally to the right, because that is what it's doing. I think you have noticed that already with the first 3 shots, that the ball is going to bounce naturally to the right. And for me in this case, I'm not interested really in more than finding the same landing position all the time. Then I'm not that interested in where my ball guideline is pointing or not. It's just that I need to find that landing position. Then I know if I do adjust my shot in the proper way, then I'm going to do good. So in this case, we have a maximum distance of our club, which is 3.5 ring. Maximum distance with a 20% over adjustment. And you can see here as well, we did use some topspin here. We're going to bounce in the rough nicely. We're going to roll, we're going to roll, we're going to roll, and be very, very close now. So now we are starting to get it close. And once again, I repeat myself, the reason we are playing the rough bump here is because we are in between clubs, both to the left and also to the right in tailwind. The only way for the right is if we do have headwind, and then it's still not going to be that we're going to be able to get any closer than the red ring, as we can. Yeah, it's going to be very tough at least. So okay, we do go for the rough bump again, 3 bars of topspin, and now with headwind, and that is going to be my final number with headwind here. And again, it looks very scary, and that's why I repeat my instructions for this video. As for we do, in my opinion, this is going to be the best way to get the best type of wrestle. 3 bars of topspin here, we get it to bounce in the rough, and it's going to roll very, very nicely, coming a little bit too much to the left, and in that case it kind of looks like should be going with a little bit of side spin to the right there, would be helping us definitely with that shot. So 7.5, now we do have headwind again, and now I'm going to go with, as you can see, I'm going with 3 bars of topspin. I'm not using any side spin with this type of wind whatsoever, looking for the same landing position here. And see here with the yellow ring, we do have that dot of like that spot in the snow there, that is like just a rock area. That is kind of very important when it comes to the landing position, as you can see in the beginning as well. Adjusted for maximum distance with an over adjustment of 20%, which is 1.72 per ring. Get it to bounce and get it to roll, and again we come in a little bit too much to the left here, but you can see we're getting the distance right, and then we just need to tweak it just a tiny little bit. We maybe need to add just a tiny bit to a side spin to the right there, or just need to be a little bit lucky with the bounce. So again, we're coming in with some headwind. Now it's time to get it a little bit closer. Would be very nice to get a hole-in-one on this one, because it's very, very tough. But we're getting chess when we do play in the same way here. Going to go with the landing position exactly the same as normal, 3 bars of topspin with headwind, and then we're going to play this one, going to be around 3.5 rings. And again, I'm going to, of course, summarize it in the end here. We hit it perfect, get it to bounce, and get it to roll, and boom, came in a little bit hot there. We did get a little bit of a, I would call it a green glitch, where the ball take just so much speed, but boom, right at the pin in the hole. So I will take that. I will definitely take that. But in the end, even though it rolled a little bit faster there, I'm still going to go with 3 bars of topspin. And now we're going to have some tailwind here. And now we're going to change our mindset and go with medium distance with an over adjustment of 20%. Very important. And we cannot use 3 bars of topspin, as I'm only going to use 2. Otherwise, we're going to come in way, way hot. Look for the same landing position here as we're doing. And then we're going to adjust. And you can see here we're dropping down to a lower point, which in this case is going to give us around 3.5 rings with this adjustment. We hit it great, unfortunately, but that's going to push us more to the right. And it's going to roll, and it's going to roll and get in the hole. A double hole in one. The greatest and new perfect. Oh my god, awesome to get that hole in one as well. So 2 hole in ones here. Over when I played it over 3 accounts. So and then did not get the hole in one on the 3rd account. I did get our 15 chests. I did get 12 of the chests. So I can say again, this is one of the tougher golden shots that we have had in a while. But I do, as always, want to strive for getting to having 1 landing position with as little extra adjustment as possible. I don't like that we would be having to switch from the different fairway spots just because the wind would be different. That's why I'm choosing the rough bump as my advice to making this golden shot in a good way. I do absolutely believe that it's possible in headwind to play on the right side with various type of result, but in tailwind, crosswind, that is not going to be possible, as we are not going to have, first and foremost, backspin enough. And also we're going to be in between clubs. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this, and we're going to summarize this before we go. I'm going to take up this picture here. That's the landing position. Again, to just repeat, here is what we're looking for. And then in the end, we're going to go with tailwind, medium, with a 20% over adjustment, 1.92 per ring. Headwind is going to be, and crosswind, maximum distance with a 20% over adjustment, 1.72 per ring. And when we do play, we're not playing with that much spin. In tailwind, we go with 2 bars of top spin. In tailwind, crosswind, we go with 2 and a click bars top spin. And if we do have crosswind, we go with 2.5 bar top spin. If we do have headwind, we'll go with 3. So kind of like easy adjustment to go with there. Also, if we do have crosswind left to right, we go with a tiny bit of side spin to the left. If we do have crosswind right to left, then we're going a tiny bit of side spin to the right. And that is basically going to be it. Study the landing position, watch the video, take a look at the spot where I'm aiming for. Very important, and also the adjustment. Tailwind, again I repeat myself, medium distance with a 20% over adjustment, which is 1.92 per ring. And also headwind and crosswind, maximum distance with a 20% over adjustment, 1.72 per ring. If you do have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. And also, what did you get in your chest? Did you get any? Let me know that as well in the comments. Thank you so much again, and good luck in the golden shot.